Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Karen and this is Let It Be Budgets. I'm a retired nurse on a fixed income. I'm married. My husband has a small business and he receives a varied income. So we use a hybrid cash budgeting system. Today I'm going to be doing my weekly check-in and I have a penny challenge and I have 120 dollars that I'm going to stuff, but first I got to condense a couple things. This is just monies for my games for Monday and Tuesday. So let's get started here. So I think I'm going to do my penny challenge first. On my penny challenge, if you were with me last week, I watched someone, I can't remember who it was, had laminated their penny challenge, and they were able to move over the monies from the smaller areas to continue to fill in the large ones, and that's what I've chosen to do. So this was my last week, and this is the revised one. So all I did was just move everything over and fill in my larger amounts, and I'll just do that as I need to intermittently. So that'll work good. This challenge I started in October of 24, and I have over $100 so far, so not bad. And that's just saving change. So I got some change today. Let's see what we got. There's a 1, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and 2. There's 2, 20, 30, 32, 34, 36, 37, 237. And I put it on my calculator because I'll mess up. So let's see what we got here. I am just going to do, I have a 237, yep. So I'm just going to go ahead and color this one in. Very good. Love it. Quick, easy. I love penny challenges. So this is going to be loud. Sorry. Not too bad. My containers, it's getting there. I don't move it off my desk now. I used to keep it in another area, but I keep it on my desk now because it's getting heavy enough. So put my lid on. Very good. So actually I'm very happy with this. So this is for my new penny challenge. So I'll put this over. Alrighty. So let's see. When we go to the bank, everything's working out good with that. I'm waiting for one to come in, and that's the AM funds. And other than that, everything else has come through and been paid for the beginning of the month. My car insurance was to be like $440, what we estimated, and they increased it to $460, and we're going to be paying that on Monday. So for my car insurance, that's one of my annual or biannual sinking funds, and that goes right into a bucket into my bank. But I monitor it with my tracking thing. So what I did, we'll make the payment on Monday, but I'm not going to put the date in until I know it's paid. And then I have recalculated what I'm going to be saving for it, and I've increased I just decided I'm just going to go with the 500. We'll see what happens with it. I don't know if my husband will choose to think about different car insurance by the time our next bill comes, depending on how much they raise it. But I did change it to reflect $84 per month will be saved for that. So when I save that, then I'll mark it in. But that reflected on there. And I also, I have a base budget. So here are these are my annual and biannual sinking funds here. And so I've designated here, that's what it was, but as of 6/25, it'll go to 500 every 6 months. So once that's paid, then I won't worry about it anymore. And let's see what else. I think that's it for on here. So, and I reflected it also on my sinking funds for my account too. That's my annual and biannual sinking fund kind of bucket thing. And I reflected the change in what I'm going to be saving here. Alrighty, so I do an expense tracker. I track everything that I spend. Also, let's see, I haven't had any, today is the 14th, so I haven't had any spending this week. If I have spending that's extra, over what I kind of budget for, then I reflect it with a green mark on here to state that I spent some. But I watch what I spend. I don't tell myself I'm not going to spend. I just kind of watch it because there's things that I want to save for. So I really evaluate whether I want to do any like quick spending. I usually, if I'm going to buy something, I usually have it in mind for a long time before I buy it. And I really have to need it because I'm of an age, I don't want all this junk around for my kids to clean up. So I'm kind of a minimalist that way. But, so let's see, this pay period, I had 2 credit cards. The green here means I used my credit card to make the payments, but I got birthday cards, I have a graduation, so, and I spent some of my personal money because I wanted to have the, I went to Bob Evans, I like their chicken salad fruit plate, so I got that. And I was out doing my walk, because I walk every other day, and then once in a while I want to go to lunch afterwards. And we did do a little bit of grocery shopping, and we went out with our friends, so that was good. And here, if I have a credit card usage, I reimburse the credit card envelope right away. So here it's in the envelope, and if I put it in the envelope, I indicate it within the envelope, and I'll check it with red. These 2 here are bills towards the end of the month, and they're subscriptions for Netflix and for my ink. And I did get my husband some shorts, and we haven't put it on the credit card yet, in the credit card envelope, but I will. Alrighty, for this one here, I monitor on my weekly check-in sheet. I monitor all my varied expenses that I do. So my groceries, and this money is reflective of 1 month worth, not weekly. This is by the month. So what I do is I have $6.90 left in my groceries and my pet. I have $50 left in my gas. I have $80 left in miscellaneous. I have $276 left for the month. And I put a thing here for unbudgeted, but I don't budget anything for unbudgeted. And for my groceries this week, I have $150 and $25 and $8. So we had $183 that I spent this week for groceries. That's good. My goal is just, I would love to stay at $100 per week. It's not realistic anymore. So my goal now is to stay under $200 per week. This $200 also includes lunches and our breakfast on the weekend and such. So, and that includes like my husband's lunches for work too. So I'm content with that. So let's see if I spent anything. And yeah, I spent $8 in pet this week. My gas, no gas. And for miscellaneous, we had 45 plus 38 plus, that's it. So I had $83 in spending for miscellaneous this week. Had to get like laundry detergent, fabric softener, and that kind of stuff. So we had a little bit more spending under our miscellaneous. So total for what I have left for my groceries, $690 minus 183 is 507. So I have $507 left in my groceries. I have 50 minus 8. I have $42 in my pet. I have $80 left in gas for the month of what I budgeted, and 276 minus 83. I have $193 in miscellaneous that I can spend, and let's see what I spent for the week. I had 183 plus 8 plus 83 equals 274. So I had 194, but I kind of averaged, maybe if I did an average, it would be 300 to 325 per week. That's kind of what we spend totally. So that stays within my realm. I'm content with that. So this is the best thing I do. Between this expense tracking has changed everything for me since I started doing this, and I'm really faithful with it, and I do it because it helps me. I don't really care about what goes on, how anyone else does their thing, but for me, this is the best thing that I can do. So it kind of helps me keep my spending in track, because I just want to buy all kinds of stuff for my grandkids, my great-grandkids, and I got to watch myself. So I don't know. Now, I have one more thing I want to do. And I have, my husband didn't get paid this week yet, so I have to, this is what I have to do. I have to rig up my monies. So this should be $120. And this is for, I'm taking this out of the bank for use for my mini Mondays, my 1 month ahead, my Tuesday games, because I know for sure I'll have monies on Wednesday. So this will cover my games for Monday and Tuesday that I play. So I got a 20, because I want to condense some of my games that I play on Thursdays. They got a lot of 5s. So that's 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. 5, 100, 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. So I have 120 there. And, all right, so I have marked on here what I want to do. For my 1 month ahead, I got 3 10s, but I need 6 5s. I don't know why I went with 3 10s. Oh, I'm sorry. I do know why, because I need 30. And I'll get my one. I have 6 1s that I'll have to get. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to see how many 5s I can break in. That way I'm not getting all these 5s from the bank. So I have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. There's $30. So I'm going to take the $30 from that I allotted for my 1 month ahead. And I'm going to trade out the 5s in this challenge. So now I have my 1 month ahead is done. I'm just going to check it off here so I don't mix up. And then for the next week, all I have to do is get 6 ones, and I'll get that on Wednesday. So I'm going to put that back here. This is the part of the job that I don't really like to record because it's slow, but this is part of it. If you want to do this stuff and you want to cash stuff, this is what you do. So, might as well film it. Alright, so my next one is Save with Judy. Oh, I should have just kept my 1 month ahead out because I put it in there. So I have 110, 15, and I should have 5 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Save with Judy is done. And I keep that with my 1 month ahead. Because the monies from Save with Judy I put into my 1 month ahead, so. And then whatever's left over for the month, I put in my revolving envelope, and I do well, it helps fund sinking funds that I don't take money out on a regular basis for. So, alrighty. So my next one is my Tiny Tuesdays, and that's this one. And my Tiny Tuesdays, I grabbed 2 10s, but I want to have 4 5s for this one. So I am gonna see which other one here has 4 5s and break it down. Oh, I know, there's another one in here that has 5s, a bunch of them. Let's see. Probably my chip, well, I don't know, maybe not. I'm gonna check my chip away and see, because I'm getting a lot here. Yep, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we'll do that. That way I can condense a little bit and not have to get all those 5s out of the bank. Okay, so this is for my Tiny Tuesdays. I might need that one more time, I can't remember. But I'm going to put that in my envelope here. I'm trying to keep my 21s and then be able to buy back with my 5s. So I get $20 worth of 5s. And I have, if I have to buy back ones, there's places like in my 1 month ahead and such where I have extra ones that I can buy back ones from. So we can keep going with the amount of ones that I have. Does that make, I don't know. It makes sense to me. So my Tiny Tuesdays is done. And the last one I have is my Mini Mondays. So I should have 120, 110, and 4 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. So my Mini Mondays is done. And I'll leave this here because this is my cash planning. And on Wednesday when I fill in the rest of this for the last 2 weeks, that I take money out every 2 weeks generally from my account, that'll help me break this down so I know exactly what I've gotten. So let me put this one in here. Where is my, there it is. Okay, and see, like, for this one, I keep 51s at all times, and I use these to cash condense and be able to keep my 51s. So I don't have to keep getting those back from the bank. Okay, that's good. That went better than what I thought it was going, than I was worried about it going. I don't really like to do this kind of stuff while I'm recording, but this is how it is. So I might as well record it all. All right, you guys have a wonderful day. I get to go to an open house today and eat all kinds of goodies. All right, bye-bye, guys.